There's nothing magical about pulling a tablecloth out from underneath a table setting without disturbing any of the items. It's a simple trick of inertia and friction. Following Newton's first law of physics, the dishes will tend to stay put unless an external force acts upon them. To pull off the tablecloth trick, heavy dishes will work the best because they have the most inertia to stay put. Newton's first law of motion is sometimes referred to as the law of inertia. Newton's first law of motion is often stated as, an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. The idea is that all objects with mass have inertia. That means the glassware and the dishes all have inertia and will resist our attempts to change their velocity from zero to a non-zero vector. However, since we live in a physically non-ideal world, the glasses and dishes are acted upon by a frictional force from the tablecloth if the tablecloth moves. As you noted, the force of friction is only dependent on the magnitude of the normal force, not the applied force. So, if the magnitude of the normal force is practically constant throughout the trick, the force of friction is relatively constant. The frictional force drags the glasses along with the tablecloth in the direction of the applied force. The degree to which inertia resists movement increases as the size of the change increases. That is, if you try to accelerate a baseball to 120 miles per hour, a very, very fast pitch, you will encounter more resistance than if you only accelerate it to 20 miles per hour over the same distance. The success of the trick is dependent on a balance between inertial resistance of the glasses to moving with the tablecloth, and the friction dragging the glasses along with the tablecloth. If you yank the cloth out quickly enough, the inertial resistance is greater than the relatively constant frictional force, so everything stays put on the table and the tablecloth slides out. If you pull the cloth too slowly, the inertial resistance is insufficient to overcome the frictional force, and the glasses stay on the cloth falling to the floor. We know the dishes will stay put unless an external force acts on them, so we need to reduce the external force acting on the dishes, enough to keep them from being affected by the pull of the tablecloth. A very slick tablecloth without a hem will reduce the friction between the cloth and the dishes, and a quick pull will reduce the amount of time the cloth and the dishes have to interact.
Okay, I'm anxious now.